Glad to have you all here tonight. I'm Paul Sajdak. I'm going to be your MC and host for the show. We have several magicians lined up for you. Great show planned out for you tonight. Before we get started, there's a little something I'd like to do that kind of charges up the magical energy in the room. And I need all of your help for this. You can sit, you can stand, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I need you guys to hold your hands about 12 inches apart straight out in front of you. Okay? This is going to be your part. Now my part is I'm going to hold my hands like this. And as I bring my hands to this position, I want you to bring your hands together rapidly, okay? So let's give it a try. Ready? You guys are like this, I'm like this. We can do better than that. Let's try that again. Ready? So wait for it. All right, here we go. Ready? That was pretty good. Let's try it again. Thank you very much. I appreciate the applause. Probably the only one I'll get tonight. As I said, we have a great show lined up. Before I bring our first performer out, there is something I need to take care of. Oh yeah, it's been a while too. There we go. Thank you, Raymond. All right, please welcome to the stage, Danny Dane. Now, I'm not just another pretty face, I'm also one of the magicians. And people often ask me how I got started in magic. And for me, it was as a young kid watching shows with Doug Henning, David Copperfield, going to, various county fairs and things like that and seeing magicians. Well, I went to one fair, and there was a guy there by the name of Honest Sam. Now, Honest Sam was a 3-card Monte man. In other words, he'd show you 3 cards, have you pick one. If you guessed correctly, you won the money. If you didn't, you lost. Well, this is how my meeting with Honest Sam went. When he proudly said, "My name is Honest Sam," I should have known this game was a scam. 20 will get you 40, 1 will get you 2. Then he looked right at me and he said, "Sonny, do you want to make some money?" I said, "Indeed I do." He said, "Then let's play a little game of 1 for 2. Be 2 cards for me, 1 card for you." Now, a lot of times we call this game Chase the Ace. Sometimes we call it Find the Queen. But no matter what we call it, if you guess correctly, you win all the green. Now, I knew this game was a scam. To that much I agree. But there was only 3 cards. How tough could this game be? He said, "Sonny, keep your eye on that card." Well, I put down my money and I swallowed real hard. He shuffled the cards with a king, an ace, and finally a queen. Laid the card on the table, and without creating a scene, said, "That's a shuffle, Sonny, simple and clean. Now where's the queen?" Well, I pointed to the card already counting my money when he said, "You really need to pay closer attention, Sonny. But you see, I know you've got the knack, and for just another 20, you can get your money back. Now, I know it doesn't pay to quit and holler. You're in for a penny, you're in for $1. I laid my money down and he shuffled the cards. 1, 2, and 3. And he turned over the ace and he showed it to me. He said, "Now, Sonny, where's the ace?" Well, you should have saw the grin on my face. I pointed to the card on the table. I said, "You prove me wrong if you think you're able." But when he showed me the ace, it was like an Aesop fable. For it was the queen of all things still lying on the table. Double or nothing, that's my final offer, Sonny. If you can follow this ace, I'll give back all of your money. Now, I knew his offer really rang hollow, but this time he made it just too easy to follow. He showed me the ace, and then the king, and then the queen. Well, this is the easiest game I ever seen. Now, Sonny, where's the ace? Well, again, you should have saw the grin on my face. I pointed to the card. I said, "The money's all mine." Believe me, I was feeling real fine. But my friends, I learned 3 lessons that day. The first is the Monte just doesn't pay. The second thing about this terrible scam, Honest Sam was a flim-flam man. And the third thing, my friends, and I say this a little downhearted, a fool and his money are very soon parted. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Preferably an adult for this one. So who'd like to step up here and help me?
I'll come up and
All right.
Brave man, brave man. Come on.
Craig?
Yep.
Paul. Okay, little treat bag here. You get these at most coffee shops. They put cookies, little scones, whatever in there.
Sure.
This is going to be a little perception, or a little experiment in perception and reality. Because what we see, hear, feel, that's our reality, how we perceive it. So reach inside the bag and just remove what you see. Got it?
Yep.
There you go. Little coffee stirrer stick, okay?
Yep.
You see the stick, you feel the stick. Now if I take the stick and I bend the end, like so, your perception hasn't been altered, your reality has not been changed. The stick is bent, correct?
Yep.
If I take and I snap the end off, you heard it break, you see it's in two pieces.
Yep.
Again, I have not altered your perception, I have not changed your reality. If I put the stick back in the bag, like this, and we fold the bag up, and up again. Now listen closely. Hear that? You can feel the stick right there. Go ahead and reach all the way across and just break it back and forth. Okay, you heard it break, you felt it break, right? Now here's why I alter your reality and change your perception. Reach in the bag and take out what you see. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help. You may keep this as well. Now the other bag I have here, I call this my egg bag. The reason I call this an egg bag is because it makes an egg appear and disappear. Now the bag is sewn on three sides. Do you know why they sew it on three sides? Anybody? Why do they sew it on three sides?
So you can put stuff in it.
Correct, because if they sewed it on four, it'd be a pillow, not a bag. That won't work, right?
Good one.
All right, now I do need some help. So who would like to help? Come up here and help me. All right, come on up.
9-year-old?
All right. Take a look inside the bag. See anything in there? Go ahead, stick your hand in there. Feel anything? No? In fact, I'll even turn it inside out. Outside back in. Now, to make an egg appear, we need a special magic word. You know what that word might be? Here, stand here and face the audience for me.
Hocus pocus.
That's a very good magic word. But because this is an egg bag, we need something a little different. We need the words of a chicken. Book, book, book. Can you do that?
Can I get some eggs, please?
Can you do like a chicken for me? Book, book, book.
Bark, bark, bark.
Perfect. You've done this before, haven't you? You're a professional. I thought so. Right. All right, so on the count of three, I want you to give me a buck, 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 okay? 1, 2, 3.
Bark, bark, bark.
Perfect. Then we reach inside the bag, and out comes the egg. Very good. Now, not only did I say the bag makes an egg appear, it'll make one disappear. So if I put the egg back inside the bag here, feel the egg right there in my hand. Nice and gentle now. It's an egg bag, not a scrambled egg bag. All right? So on the count of three, we're going to make the egg disappear. Ready for those magic words again? 1, 2, 3.
Bark, bark, bark.
Oops. Oops. That was my fault, right? You've done this before, so this is my fault, not yours. You know, a chicken lays an egg, right? What doesn't lay an egg?
Monkey.
A monkey. Right? I mean, you can't argue with that logic, but how about a rooster? Right? Do you know what a rooster says?
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Perfect. So again, feel the egg right there in my hand. All right, on the count of three, let's do the sound of a rooster. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cock-a-doo.
And the egg is gone. Take a look. Not in there, is it? I'll turn the inside out, the outside back in. All right? What do you say we bring the egg back one more time? Do you remember how to bring the egg back? How do we bring the egg back?
Bark, bark, bark.
Nice and loud. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good. And once again.
Oh!
Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful help. You know, yeah. Let's take care of this.
What?
Everybody join me. Thank you, Raymond. Now you may be wondering what the water is and why we say thank you, Raymond. Well, this is Monty's secret theater. And the secret is we have a ghost. Like many old theaters, we have a ghost that likes to frequent us and make his presence known. He does that by filling the water bowl, or sometimes if you see a trick go wrong, it wasn't the magician that made a mistake. It was Raymond playing a trick on the magician. So, again, we empty the water bowl. We acknowledge Raymond by thanking him. So feel free every time we do that to join me in thanking Raymond. Now, as I said, I got another little trick for you I'd like to do. And this is going to be something involving telepathy, which is thought transference, and synchronicity, or meaningful coincidence. For that, I do need 2 adult volunteers. So who would like to help me out? How about you two right there in the second to last row? You look perfect. All right.
What did you sit here for?
You can stay in your seats for right now. That's fine.
He didn't tell you to get up yet.
Now, I have here in my pocket some pieces of index card. I'm going to fold them into quarters, and I'm going to hand you each a piece. So there's a piece for you. What's your name, sir?
Jared?
Jared. Okay. And here's a piece for you, and your name, Miss?
Marla.
Marla. Jared and Marla. Okay. And I'm going to give you each a pen right away. Now, please do not share your answers with each other. Keep everything private, separate from each other. What we're going to do here is, Marla, I'd like you to think of a memory in your life. Something really special, really significant, and where you were when that memory, where that incident occurred, okay? And in just a word or two, you're going to put that place on that card, okay? I don't want, 1940 in New York City, high rise, none of that. Just a word or two where you were at, okay? So when you have that place, open up the card, print right across the middle, that place, and then fold the card back up just like I had it. Jared, I want you to think of a person in your life that really had an impact on you. Really had an impact on your life. And it could be anywhere from childhood up till now. And don't use like mom or dad, because that's very easy, okay? I mean, if you were to use mom or dad's name, I don't know you, so therefore I wouldn't know their names. But you could do something like that. But think of that person. When you have that person, open up your card, print their name right across the center of the card, and then fold it back up just like I had it, please. Okay? Are you done, Marla? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just hang on for one moment. We'll wait for Jared to finish. And please don't look at his answer and don't share information with each other right now. Are you two married?
Sure. No.
No? Okay.
My son.
Oh, that's your son? I'm sorry, it's hard to see with the lights. I apologize.
I said sure.
Okay. Are you done, Jared? All right. I want you to hand your card to Marla. I'll take the pens. Okay? Marla, I want you to take the cards, place them behind your back, and mix them up. So you don't know which one is which. Okay? After you have them mixed up, you're going to hand me one. Now, when you give me that card, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to eliminate it. And we're going to shoot for the target on the other card, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and hand me one of the cards. You want to change your mind, or are you good with that one?
I'm good.
Okay. I'll take the card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn it. So I'll grab my lighter here. All right.
Do not do this at home.
Tell you what, I'm going to tear it up. All right. Marla, would you step up to the stage with me, please?
Yeah.
$5.
All right. Take that card and hold it in your hand, in your closed fist. Okay. Are you okay with me touching your hand?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I am seeing I'm seeing like the color white. Okay, you can put your hand on your side. I'm seeing like flowing. It could be waves or hills, maybe sound like music. And there's also something tall. Trees or a pillar. Is any of this making sense to either one of you? No?
Kind of.
Kind of? Okay. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to jot down what I'm thinking. Let me grab a pen here. And I'm going to jot down what I'm thinking on one of the cards. All right. All right, let's see. That's all right. Okay, I think I might have it. I could be wrong. Do me a favor, hold your hand out. Keep that in the palm of your hand, face down. Do not look at it. Do not share it with anybody just yet. Okay. Marla, let me see that card now, please. Let's see. I wrote my prediction down. Okay. Now I know why I'm seeing white and I'm seeing tall. You had the place. And I think I'm dead on with this. I think my prediction is dead on. But go ahead, nice and loud for the audience to hear. What did you write down on your card?
Church wedding.
Would you please go ahead and look at that card and tell everybody in the room what I wrote down on there?
Church wedding.
Thank you very much. You may take a seat. Thank you. So that means we got rid of your card. That's the one we destroyed. Okay? I want you to concentrate on that person. Okay? Don't change your mind. I can make myself look like a fool, so I don't need you to help me with that. But keep concentrating. I'm going to write it down big here. This is a male, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm thinking he's a white guy. Okay, and again, I'm the color white. Okay, let's. I think I've got the answer here. I'm going to clap up the marker. And I'm locked in. So, nice and loud, Jared, for the whole room to hear. Who was the person that you were thinking of?
Jason.
Oh.
Jason. Thank you very much.